Welcome to the Mystery Cipher, the Devil's Scrapbook. Only one episode is known to survive, and this is it. Broadcast in 1938, the show aired on the Mutual Broadcasting System, just as America tuned into voices from beyond, voices that whispered of ghosts, madness, and fate. Each episode was introduced by the devil himself, pulling a story straight from his infernal ledger. Tonight's tale, a man named David Rugg, a choice he made, and the price he paid.
A story from the Devil's Scrapbook.
Devil, from my inferno of boiling cauldrons and smoking brimstone, I come to earth each Monday night to tell you a story from my scrapbook. And it's full of them. Ghost stories, weird tales of the supernatural, yes, and murders, too. All the horrible tales of the centuries are here in my scrapbook. Listen, if you've got the nerve. But first turn off your lights. Turn them off. There now. Listen.
When I tell you what happened to me last night, Anne, you won't believe it.
Oh, I was frantic, Sidney. I was ready to call the police. And now when you come home, you act so strange.
It's because of what occurred last night.
Sidney, what is it? You act as if you didn't know me. As if you didn't recognize anything that's going on about you.
Anne, I've lived through a night of horror.
Sidney, you're trembling and white.
Yes.
Now, sit down in this chair and tell me what happened.
Well, sometimes I think I must have fallen asleep in my cot. That someone must have crept up and put me under an anesthetic. I must have dreamed all of it.
All of what?
All of what happened to me last night. I can still hear the woman scream. Yes. I can still hear her cry for mercy.
Sidney, what are you talking about?
Perhaps if I tell you, I can decide whether it was all a hideous nightmare or whether it has some semblance of truth. I was driving toward home, nearing the city. I think I know approximately how far out on the highway I was. About 15 miles. It was near 7 o'clock and getting dark. The sky was clear when all of a sudden it began to storm.
But it didn't storm last night.
If I'm going to tell you what happened, you mustn't interrupt me. I say it began to storm. It was so sudden. The thunder became louder and louder. And then the rain began to pour down, like a cloudburst. The lightning flashed. The lights on my car were useless. The windshield wiper was useless. Suddenly I realized I was no longer driving on a paved highway. I was on a dirt road. Where, I didn't know. The wheels on the car began to churn the mud. With a sputter, the motor stopped. The storm kept up. The lightning flashed. The rain still came down in torrents. I opened the door of the car. I got out to look about, find out where I was and what had happened. In a second, my clothing was dripping wet. I was wading in mud. Then, by a flash of lightning, I saw a strange sight. Down the road came a buggy with 2 horses. It was coming very fast. Horses and a buggy? So near the city? I couldn't believe it. But was I near the city? Where was I? And the horses and carriage came closer. As they drew nearer, I I realized the driver was pulling in the reins. The buggy was coming to a stop.
Whoa there. Whoa, I say. How do you do, sir? May I give you a lift out of the storm?
I must have stood and stared at him, for by flash of lightning I saw he wasn't dressed like people dressed today. He looked exactly like pictures of Grandfather Trent when he was a young man, and he wore a heavy beard. He repeated his invitation.
May I give you a lift out of the storm?
Yes. My car is stalled.
Ride with me, sir.
Well, thank you, I will. You see, I'm lost. I don't know where I am.
What's that? I can't hear you above the storm.
I say I seem to be lost.
Well, get in with me. We'll soon be home, and then so you can get dry and warm by the fire. Now, giddy up. Come on. Come. Throw the lap robe over your knees. It'll help you to get dry.
Thank you. You know, this is the first time I ever rode in a buggy. You don't see many of them anymore.
Well, I just came from town. There isn't a better span of horses in town than mine.
No, I imagine not. Some of the milk routes still have horses and wagons.
The stables were filled with fine horses, but none as good as mine.
What?
Giddy up. Come on. We want to get in out of the storm.
Could you tell me where I am, sir?
Why, of course. You're on the highway leading into town. Are you a stranger in these parts?
No, I live in the city, on Beach Road.
Never heard of it.
It's a new subdivision, built up in the last 10 years.
Yeah, we're nearing my home. Will you come in and get dry?
If I don't trouble you too much, I'm soaked through.
You're welcome. See, there's my house. One of the best in these parts. This is the road leading into the house. Well, I'll let you out here and drive the team into the barn. Wounded. You just stand here on the stoop. I'll let you in when I come in from the barn.
Yes, sir.
Great heaven, where was I? A man who talked of stables and horses, who called the city a town. A man who wore a long beard. I was in a daze. This man didn't belong. Well, where'd he come from? I noticed how different he was from me, but yet the fact that I was different from him didn't seem to trouble this man in the least. I seemed to be under some strange spell, and I couldn't get away. But he was coming toward me now, coming from the barn. I could see him by the flashes of lightning.
We'll go in the house now.
Yes, I'll be glad to get out of the storm. It came up so suddenly.
It's been storming for 10 days.
I don't understand. It came up suddenly.
I'll unlock the door and we'll go inside. Will you walk inside, sir?
Thank you.
Now, follow me.
Never will I forget that house. There was a penetrating coldness about it, as if it had been closed for years, and a peculiar odor. What is it, I thought to myself? It's like an odor of a smoldering fire. Perhaps I should mention it to my queer host, but he walked ahead of me. In the darkness, the hallways were black as night. Even the lightning from outside didn't penetrate into them. Then I realized all the blinds in the house were drawn. We approached the door. He opened it. In this room, an old-fashioned chimney lamp sat on the table. And over in the corner of the room stood an old hard-coal stove. Yes, that's what it was. And in it, a small fire burned. The room was furnished with dark green plush furniture. We walked in, and my host began to speak.
Will you sit down by the fire and warm yourself?
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Take off your outer coat. You'll dry out sooner.
Dazed, I began to remove my coat. The man went over and sat down at a desk in the corner. He seemed to be done with me now that we were in the house. He ignored me, and yet I was conscious of his compelling, bead-like eyes. They were the most living thing in the room. As I walked near to the stove, I was aware the door which we just entered was opening slowly. I turned around and looked. There stood a woman. Even in the faint light of the room, I could see the terror written on her face. She clutched a shawl about her. Her hands twitched. Her hair was in disorder, as if she'd been running her hands through it in frenzied despair. She stood looking at my host. Didn't seem to know that I was in the room. She walked over toward him. Stood staring at me.
David. David. What have you done with them? David, answer me. What have you done with them? Where is my son? Where are all the servants? What have you done? You locked me in this house. You went away for 3 days. And I've been here alone with the dead. The dead. Oh, that's what you did. You killed them. You killed them all. Kill them. Kill them. Oh, you're insane. I've known it for months. You're mad. And you killed them. My son. The servants in this house. But there's one thing that you don't know yet. David Rugg. You killed them. But they won't die. They won't die.
We'll see who's insane, Lorraine. We shall see. Is it I? Oh, no. But I know a woman who's going mad. Yes. She is going mad.
Don't touch me with those hands of yours. Those hands that have death upon them.
My wife, Lorraine, tells me what to do. My wife, who loved her children more than me, who smiled upon the servants more than me. Now she tells me what to do.
Tell me what you did with their bodies. Why do you keep all the doors in this house locked? Where are their bodies? Let me have the body of my son so I can bury him, and he can rest easily. David, you killed him, but I tell you he won't die. No, I've been in this house for 3 nights, alone, locked in. I heard the screams the night you killed him, and since then, I've heard more than that. Look, the door is open, all by itself. You don't see anyone, do you? But, David, there is someone there. Do you hear them walking? It's Mary. Mary, the servant. See? She's still going about her duties. Look. The door to the stove opens. She's banking the fire.
No.
She's going about her duties, even though she's dead. Because she's not buried properly. She still moves in this house.
Oh, no, it's impossible.
Yes. She's walking right near you.
No. There's no one here. No.
But you hear her walking, don't you?
Yes, I hear.
Look. See what's happening now. She's taking the lamp with her.
That lamp. It's moving off the table all by itself.
No. Mary is carrying it. See it move? As if a hand carried it.
She can't be carrying it. She's dead.
And you killed her. Killed her. But she won't die. Listen. Do you hear? She's walking toward the door again. And see the lamp? She holds it higher as she opens the door.
You mad woman. What manner of thing have you rigged up to frighten me?
I've done nothing. Not I, but you, David Rugg. What have you done with their bodies?
That door closed. All by itself. The lamp is gone. No, it couldn't happen. But it has. Dead people can't return and move about. Dead hands can't open doors and carry lamps.
No. Such things have been going on for the last 3 days. Since you killed them all and left me locked in this house alone.
You planned this. You're trying to frighten me. You think you may save yourself. You think you can get me to run out of here so that you can get away and tell what I've done, huh? You can't, because you're going to die just as they did, just as horrible a death.
I'm not afraid of death.
Oh, you'll be afraid of this death. You'll be afraid of this because it's slow and horrible. Yes, slow and horrible.
Mother, where are you? Come help me. Mother.
What's that?
Mother, where are you? Come help. Help me. Mother.
What is it? What is it?
You know who it is. It's Jimmy, my son. Just 16, so young to die. Killed by his father. He's calling for me. He calls every night.
Mother, where are you? Can't you hear me calling you? Can't you hear?
He can't be calling. This is some trick. Some trick of yours. You brought Walter home from college. He's here in this house with you. Walter is here. Between the two of you, you planned this. But I'll get him just as I'm going to get you.
No.
Just as I'm going to kill you now. Come with me. Follow me.
Let go of my arm.
Come with me. I'll show you where the other bodies are.
Oh, your nails are digging into my arm. Oh, David. I'll follow you. But have mercy.
Come with
I'll follow
me.
you. But you're breaking my arm.
A night of horror. But is it really a dream of Sidney Trent's? You can observe I have the Honorable David Rugg well in hand. And who knows but that Sidney himself may fall into my toils. Doesn't he sound a bit insane with such a fantastic tale? Well, it's all right here in my scrapbook. You will know. Now, what do you suppose has happened to the servants? And the boy Jimmy of the Rugg family? Listen, while Sidney Trent continues his engrossing account of this night of horror.
Merciful Father, what was I witnessing? What? I'd forgotten all about me. Or was it real? For I couldn't move. My tongue clung to the roof of my mouth. Perspiration stood out of my forehead, and yet I couldn't move. A man who killed a demon. And when the woman screamed, I tried to make my legs move. I tried to go over to help her. I was powerless. He wrenched her arm, broke it, and I couldn't move. And then as they started to go out the door, I realized that some power was pushing me. I was following them. I seemed to be forced to hear and see more. Merciful heaven, we were moving through the black hole. I, a shadow behind them, and the three of us, walking down a dark, narrow stairway. I followed them down the stairs. The wife of David Rugg kept on moaning, but she, like me, was helpless in the power of this demon. The stairs were crooked. They seemed to lead us down and down. So filled with fear, I was still conscious of the odor of smoke I smelled when we first came in the strange house. I was powerless to open my lips and speak. Then we reached the door. David Rugg unlocked it.
There, you see? They couldn't get out and walk about because I've had their bodies locked in here.
You killed them down here, all of them. My son and the 3 servants.
Mother.
Oh, I can still hear Jimmy calling me.
Mother.
Oh, it's near now.
You've come at last.
Oh, yes, Jimmy. I'm here.
I won't be afraid now. Down here in the dark. Now that you've come.
No, Jimmy.
Don't be afraid of death, Mother. It's better we're all dead than to live with a madman like Father.
You hear what your son says.
I hear nothing. But you look. See what you can see.
No.
Down in this hole.
No.
Huh? I'll let you see their bodies, and then you'll know they're dead.
No.
You see, I dug this deep hole in the earth. A deep one. First, I murdered them. Then I threw their bodies down in this hole. Wait till I light a candle.
No.
Then you can see. There. Now look. There. What do you see? Aren't the bodies of the 3 servants there? Do you see the body of your son? They're all stark still in death. So how could Mary have walked in that room upstairs, and fixed the fire and taken the lamp off the table? And how could Jimmy call to you, No, I know Walter is in this house, and as soon as I've killed you, I'll find him, and I'll kill him. I'll be the only one in this family left. The only one. Not me. I dug this hole in the basement deep, and now I'm going to throw you in it. Throw you in it alive and pile dirt upon you. Yes, I am. I'll jump down into that hole with these dead bodies.
No!
Jump down into that hole, Lorene. Down.
Have mercy. Kill me first before you throw me down there. Kill me first.
All right, you won't jump by yourself. I'll push you. That's the last of you in a few moments. Now I'll shovel the dirt over you. Ignore me for years, will you? And now expect mercy. You and your sons thought you were smarter than me, and your servants thought you were the only person in this house with authority. Well, where are your servants now? And where is little Jimmy? And where are you? I'll get Walter, too. Why don't you answer? You don't answer me. Why don't you answer me? How do you like it down there? I guess none of you will be able to walk about the house now, deep underground like you all will be. And now I pat it all down. I'll pat the earth down good. And no one will find you now, and no one will suspect me. What's happening? What is it? There's smoke coming down here. This house is all afire. I've got to get out of here. This house is burning. Help! I've got to get out of here.
The house was afire. Yes, I ran too, up the stairs. I started for where I thought the outside door was. The roof was caving in. I heard Rugg scream. Then I heard a crash. Part of the roof had fallen on me. It was a burning torch, a mass of flames. I kept on running. Somehow I got out. I ran away from the house. I could hear his screams in the distance. I looked back at the house. It was a seething mass of fire, burning as if it had been saturated with oil. I kept on running. Suddenly I realized I was on the pavement. Yes, the paved road again, and it was daylight. Daylight, and there stood my car, just where I'd left it, when I thought I was stuck on a muddy road. But it was paved now. I got in the car, put my foot on the starter. Then I drove away. I came home, walked in the house, told you the story, and now I know I didn't dream it. It actually happened, Anne. We've got to go right back there and find that house that burned down last night.
Sidney, there's no old-fashioned house along this highway. None of your story makes sense.
It must have been right along here somewhere. Yes, I remember the trees in that yard. I saw them as I was running away last night.
But Sidney, no house burned down. Don't you see that's a modern home standing there? What are you going to do?
I'm going up to that house and find out if there was a place near here that burned.
Oh, you must have dreamed all that last night. Can't you realize this is silly, dear? We drove all along this highway. There was no place where a house had burned down.
Well, I'm going to find out.
There was no storm last night. None of it makes any sense.
Yes?
Well, how do you do? My name's Trent. I want to ask you... Well, that is, I mean to say...
Oh, my husband is upset about something. He had a very bad dream, and in it he saw these trees that are here in your yard.
Is that so?
It was no dream. I saw a house burned to the ground here, on this very spot, last night.
Last night? Well, I'm afraid you must have been dreaming, sir.
Oh, you see, darling?
As a matter of fact, a house did burn down here. Let's see, it must have been 40 years ago. My father's house burned to the ground.
Your father's house? Your name's Walter.
Yes.
Walter Rugg.
Yes, but I don't recall...
Were the bodies of your mother and brother and the servants found?
No, they never were.
What, did you build this house right over the old site?
No, the old house stood where my tennis court is now. But look
Then
here.
if you dig down deep there, you'll find the bones of your servants, your mother and your brother. Well, that's where your father hid them.
What?
You do as I say. I know it's true. They all lie there, smoldering. We ought to be just about in the place right now. Too bad to ruin your tennis court.
But it's all so preposterous, Mr. Trent. How could you possibly have witnessed such an impossible thing?
I don't know. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing I ever heard of. But I know it's true.
You seem quite in your senses, but if you're wrong about this, you know...
Yes, I know. I'll be a candidate for the state institution.
But if you're right, the dreadful mystery that's hung over my head these past 40 years will be cleared up.
And it will be. Have no fear. Look. See here.
Bones. Human bones.
But to prove we're right, I must find the broken bones of the right arm. They should be right here on top. Yes. Here they are.
Broken bones.
The bones of your mother. Your father murdered her, your brother, and the servants, but was punished for the burning death himself.
Oh, it's all so horrible. Horrible.
Mother, Walter has come to set us free.
Yes, Jimmy. Walter will give us a decent burial. At last, our tired souls can rest.
And Sidney Trent's night of horror was not a dream. Through some strange force, he went back through 40 years to witness one of the most masterful exploits, the conquest of David Rugg, And a pretty tale, too, don't you think? Now, turn on your lights. Turn them on. Come to Earth each Monday night to tell you the simple, but I hope interesting stories from my scrapbook. Will you be with me next Monday evening at 10? I'll be expecting you.
You have just heard another chapter from The Devil's Scrapbook, featuring Charles Penman as David Rugg. If you like stories of the supernatural, join the Devil next week at the same time.
We are always interested to know where our listeners are from. Please tell us where you are listening, and like, share, and subscribe to our channel. It would really help us out.